Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings 2.1. Now, if you're looking for good deals on games and various other things like in-game items and maybe even some game time cards, you can check out the link in the description to g2a.com, and they currently have a weekly sale going on right now. They actually have sales quite often, and you can pick up some really nice deals there. So, without further ado, we have arrived at King's Landing. And we do want to head in, but I actually don't want to head in the night, because I don't really want to be attacked, do I? I'm at 29% HP. Being attacked at 29% HP would be very bad indeed. So I'm going to try and get to about morning. I think that's going to be fine. And let's head on in. We do need to find... yes, we need to go into the Coppersmith's Wind, or Wind, or whatever you want to say. And before that, I would like to just make sure that we have everything here. Oh yes, I do need to give these mail gauntlets to one of our companions. Need to remember to do that, of course. But otherwise, I think we're just going to take maybe some grain, and we'll take some fish as well. That sounds like a good plan to me. So, otherwise, I'm going to see whether we have any items. Yes, we do. Maron actually has some items. 417 dinars for us there. So, let's head in. Coppersmith's Wind is a street going through one of the moderately wealthy parts of King's Landing. The street originally housed the Guild of Coppersmiths, but they have long ago disappeared, and visitors can now find a plethora of bookshops, spice dealers, scribes, goldsmiths, and minor noble houses on the street. Visit John Malkovich's bookstore. Yes, let's head on in. Hello, John. Yes, it's nice to meet you, and you've done a very good job on your movies in the past, so hello. Hello there. Ah, a customer. How can I help you, my good man? I've been sent my Archmeister Harroden. I do realize that it's Maester, but I kind of do it to poke your buttons a little bit. Poke your buttons? Push your buttons a little bit. Oh, poking something is just very, very different. Yes, we know that. So, I've been sent by the Archmeister. Let's do this. Joyous news! My last procurer had a nasty accident a couple of months back. Cut himself on a fine piece of vellum, and would you believe it? It turned gangrenous. Lost his whole hand. Sad story, so sad. At least it wasn't his right hand. He'll still be able to work as a scribe. What does a procurer do? They procure books. Who would have thought it? Right? Who would have thought it? I had no idea that we were going to procure books or various other things. I mean, okay, well, enough about that. John Malkovich is talking. I have many contacts throughout the Seven Kingdoms, and you wouldn't believe the kind of lost knowledge the lords and knights of the realm have hidden away in their cellars. Once I found a piece of Septon Bath's dragons, worms, and wyverns, their unnatural history, being used as a tablecloth in the room of an old blind knight. Sold it to Tyrion Lannister for a king's ransom. Even the Citadel itself cannot outbid a Lannister, but they are my most persistent customers, the Maesters. But what do you need me for? I can't leave my shop to go gallivanting around the world looking for books. But I can't send a soft scribe in my place either. Even at the best of times, the roads can be hazardous. But you look like a tough sort. Oh, well, that's I suppose, good? Question mark? Is that good? I don't know whether it's good looking like a tough sort. I suppose it is, because now bandits and various other things will think twice before attacking us. And he continues, and I have work for someone tough. I've heard rumors of a book hidden away in the Vale. It might be multiple books, to tell you the truth. It's referenced in various texts, most notably in one of Bath's fragments. It goes by different names. The Dreams of Azathoth? Azathoth, really? Okay. Azathoth, yes. Dead names, but it's most often called The Mysteries of the Worm. Who knows which one is real? The Mysteries of the Worm? Okay, hopefully we'll keep our pants on this time. I think it's a myth, but imagine if not. We could sell the book to the Maesters for unimaginable riches. It's very valuable? No, he's giving us 500 coins, so I suppose that's good. Not really. Marwyn writes that the people of Ashai tell tales of the book. It's supposed to be an introduction to all kinds of magic. Silly superstitions. But the Maesters have labored long and hard. Yes, I could not write this. Long and hard to eradicate supposed magical textbooks, and a find such as this could render many of their efforts futile, so they'd pay well to have it destroyed. According to many sources, Septon has been making mentions of a magical book in the northwestern parts, in actual fact, of the Vale. Go there and talk to him, Elias. Find out if there's any truth to the whole thing. I'll reward you handsomely. And here's a bit of an advance. Ah, well, thank you very much. Hopefully he's going to give us 5,000 coins. That would actually be rather nice. Okay, so now we can leave. But I would like to talk to the guild master, because maybe getting an enterprise is a good idea, but as you can see, look at this, there's only 200 units in the garrison here, and that actually is somewhat doable if you actually have an army that is capable of that, maybe with about 150 or so strong men and women, but unfortunately we cannot have that right now, because of course they do have gold cloaks as well, and I think they still use the flame pots, the fire pots, right? I think they still use those, so it's probably going to be very, very damaging indeed. Yes, we're probably going to need many more than that to actually sustain ourselves in that. So, yes, we do want to head on over to Fairmarket, or maybe Tumbleton, because many of you mentioned that they have actually rather good enterprises. They can actually give you some very, very good gains, and I do have some pretty sizable amount of money right now, so it would be a nice idea to actually head on over there and see what's going on, because, well, we need the cash, don't we? Well, technically we don't need cash. Oh, we don't need cash right now, but unfortunately Tumbleton is under siege. Oh, we can still head in. Oh, that's not bad, I suppose. Hello there. Okay, so, what do we want to do here? Well, I think we could do an oil press. That is 188. Yeah, what about an ironworks? That is 40. Yep, we're gonna do that, because that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Okay, what about bread? 36? No. Okay, so apparently that might be the way to go. Olives might be the way to go. Well, I suppose we can always eliminate it if we don't find that it's giving us a good amount of profit. So why not? Okay, let's do it. Make some oil. Yes, 188 per week. Yeah, why not? Okay, 4,500. It's probably not going to even be a very good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Haha, hello there. Some travelers were attacked by raiders. We would like you to track these raiders down. Okay, I'm going to do it. And it's kind of amusing that the Westerlands is attempting to take this right now, but yes, hopefully we'll be able to do this. Track down bandits. We have 60 days to eliminate the raiders who attack travelers near Tumbleton, then report back to the town. Okay, so where's the road? So the road is over here, so I can assume that maybe the raiders will be on the road or nearby to it. Let's see if that is in fact the case. Maybe? Come on now. You're not going to brutally betray me now, are you? Game? Come on. Oh, no, there's some outlaws. That's not them. Okay, well, this is going to be one of those times where I'm going to have to run around a rather significant amount, and as a result I will cut away, and I will attempt to spy them with my little eye, and will hopefully find them sooner rather than later. Alright, so I've looked around rather considerably in the vicinity of Tumbleton, but unfortunately it's actually very difficult to find any raiders whatsoever, and I'm thinking to myself that maybe one of the Westerlands vassals took them out while they were besieging it, and I didn't know. Maybe. I'm actually unsure, but whatever the case, we now have a real-time event where we have a slight problem. A branch falls off a tree and hits you on the head. In the head? On the head? In the head? Well, technically in the head would be very, very difficult to do, considering it's blunt force trauma, but okay. At first you feel fine, but soon your vision turns blurry, and you have trouble concentrating. You decide to send for a maester. Ah, there we go. Oh, wow, that's actually fantastic. The maester cleared your head, but you still feel weak. Okay, so I imagine that I am probably going to have problems here. Now, yes, I was actually deciding to attack these outlaws here because I wondered whether these outlaws would actually count for the task. I actually don't think so, but, well, let's try it anyway. I mean, it's always nice to fight a couple of things and get a little bit of experience here and there before we proceed with the next stage of the quest, of course. So, yes, these guys are going to be charging us straight on with their mounts, their mounted units, which is perfectly fine because I don't really like waiting around too much. We do actually have a couple of units with spears. Well, actually, no, we actually have just one, I think. But still, I think we're just going to tell our cavalry to charge in here. That was very, very late on my part, however, so that's kind of disappointing, but maybe I can get a nice thrusting attack. No? No? Okay, a little bit of damage. But no thrusting attacks here, unfortunately. Even though thrusting attacks would be much more effective with our current sword, I am very, very bad at using a sword and thrusting attacks on mounted units, mounted horses, and various other things. But yeah, hopefully I can just get a kill. It would be nice. Come on, Elias, really? You cannot let us down. Well, technically he can, because technically I am controlling him. But still, come on. Ah, yes, this sword, everyone. Okay, well. Maybe Xbox can speed up a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Yes, I'm much better at actually attacking infantry who are on the ground, of course, when I am on a mount. Xbox is barely faster than this guy running at full speed. Yes, we definitely need to upgrade him, that is for sure. We definitely need to upgrade him, but unfortunately I don't have the riding skill right now. Maybe we'll be able to catch him up. Now, this is amusing. This is very amusing indeed. We are almost there. Yes, there we go. Yes, we definitely need to upgrade our riding skill. What do we have right now in riding? I think we have one. Maybe not even anything. I mean, do we need riding skill to ride I was about to say a donkey, but it's actually an Xbox. So, yes. There we go. Do we need riding skill to ride an Xbox? I don't think we do, but yes. Well, let's just take a look. We actually have two. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so let's level up our two-handed proficiency a little bit there. And we do have a horse. If only it wasn't stubborn. If it wasn't stubborn, we would actually be able to use it immediately, but unfortunately... Yes, no, we don't need any riding skill to actually ride Xbox right now. So, yeah, that's kind of amusing. Oh, yes, we also need to start reading that book. Yes, there we go. I decided to read it right now rather than wait because, well, additional charisma is always good, and if we're going to be leveling up anyway, it's not really a big deal if we have an additional charisma here and there, because it's more than likely I'm going to try and get to maybe about 15, maybe something like that, and then we're probably going to leave charisma where it is, maybe even 12, I actually don't know, because leadership, in my opinion, even though it is very, very worthwhile, because, of course, as you can see, it reduces troop wages by 5%. It also improves the maximum amount of troops you can command by 8, but really that's not the reason you get it, in my opinion. The troop wages reduction is definitely much better. So, let's visit the Septry in the northwestern part of the Vale, shall we? We could go to Lannisport, but that is very far away. As you can see, it's actually about the same, isn't it? There's the Septry. Yeah, no, Lannisport is closer, but I would prefer to stop by to Fairmarket on the way there, because I thought maybe we could check out and see whether we could maybe get an enterprise there as well, but unfortunately we only have 2,700 remaining, and I'm actually unsure when we are getting our next wages, and also, of course, unsure whether we're going to even have enough to be able to purchase any enterprise at all. So, let's just see what happens, but right now I'm not holding out much hope. Ooh, Stormland's Man-at-Arms, they are probably going to be not difficult to take out, but because they are all uniform and all the same kind of unit, it might be more difficult than we imagine. So, let's just head onward to Fairmarket here. Well, Norvos is taking a couple of things from Pentos right now, so I suppose that's good for them, but yeah, maybe it's going to destabilize the region somewhat. Well, we'll see as time goes on. Obviously, we have not set foot on Essos just yet. Oh, there's some raiders. Hello. Ah, I would like to do battle with them. Yes. Thank you. These guys aren't the ones that we need, though, as far as I'm aware, unless they have not highlighted them in particular. Because usually, a quest objective will be a sort of a light blue-green sort of color, but yes, unfortunately, these guys certainly are not. So, yes, we're just going to have to hope that maybe it counts. It's unlikely, because they're not right next to Tumbleton, are they? I mean, if they were next to Tumbleton, then I'd say, oh, maybe we're lucky, but no. This is probably going to be... Wow, this is painful. This is going to be very, very painful indeed. Okay, so yes, let's actually just tell everyone to charge in, apart from our archers, of course. We do want them to stop there, so that's why I sent in one of our cavalry units, well, many of our cavalry units, just to make sure that everything was going well there. Come on, infantry, what are you doing? Come over here, hammerman, thank you. Come on, maybe I can take this guy out. Ooh, no, he's actually got a very, very nice mace that he is using against us very effectively. Well, at least we're taking out their horses. I mean, that's basically all we can do right now. Maybe we could actually eliminate one of their riders, and then we could use the horse? Because Xbox has fallen once again. Oh, yes, of course he has. I am terribly sorry, Xbox. Oh, my, something happened to your face. Yes, something very bad happened to his face, but I think that's just a glitch. Ah, yes. We went to the dashboard and things were not good. No, exactly. Okay, so, wait a minute. Oh wow, we've actually eliminated all of their units so far. And our hammermen are of course doing a very good job at taking them prisoner, or at least knocking them unconscious. And yes, we are very nearby to Fair Market, of course. So we will head on over there very, very soon. And hopefully we're going to get a good amount of loot from this as well. Because they are raiders. Technically they are raiders, so they should, in theory, give us a good amount. So yeah, we're just going to take a couple of prisoners there, and I would like to level up. I really would like to level up, because an additional riding skill would be very useful, and maybe a little bit more pathfinding as well. Yeah, something like that would be nice. But yeah, right now, of course, we are unable to do that. So yes, they didn't actually give us any loot, did they? Did they give us any loot? No, they didn't actually give us any loot. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I have no idea how that was even possible. Raiders not having any loot. Ah, that is preposterous, really. Absolutely preposterous. So, let's see what's going on here. Westlands fighting Riverlands. Okay. Well, I will leave you guys to it. Thank you very much. And Maron is selling a couple of things there. 102 dinars. Not really great. Okay, so we haven't even read... Yes, we haven't even started reading the book. Well, that's pretty terrible, but... Okay. Let's head on over to the Guildmaster here and see what's going on with the productive enterprise. So, oil. Ah, that's going to give us 354, so we probably should have gone for that over here instead. But, well, it was actually giving us a good amount anyway, so I think it's probably a good idea just to have both. And maybe a wine press as well? No, it's actually doing not bad, actually. So, yeah, we'll come back here when we have 4,500 coins, and we'll make an oil press. That sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, so, without further ado, on our way to the Sceptry, we will be interacting with that in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.